Hiya and welcome to itsycrafty. Today I have another unboxing of this huge subscription box from Archer and Olive. This is the second subscription box that they've done, so they're quarterly boxes, and this is the March box. If you'd like to look at an unboxing of the first box, which was December, then I have that on my channel. I also have a link in the description below, and you can use that to save 10% if you purchase some Archer and Olive products. This subscription box was US $70 plus shipping. I'm international, so shipping was $25, but given the huge and hefty weight of this box, that really seems quite reasonable. Anyway, let's get into it. So the first item is a tote bag. This looks nice. It looks like a good quality. It's a nice thick, maybe a canvas, I'm not entirely sure what it is. The gorgeous sort of celestial and floral print on it, and a little Archer and Olive tag on the bottom. I also saw as I looked in there that it has a zipped pocket on the side there, perfect for popping some cash into, and there's 5 little pen loops here. Loving that. And then there's a menu card showing all of the items that are in the box along with their prices. And here we've just got something saying this is called the Journey box and welcome to your subscription box. And inside we've got lots of goodies. I'll take everything out of the box and then we can unwrap everything and look at it. There's a box with a journal in it here. We have 2 different stamping blocks, a set of acrylograph paint markers, 2 different ink pads. They both look to be black, but I did read that one was black and one was gold. Said on here, so we'll have to unwrap them and see. Maybe they come out different from how they look. And then we've got some stickers, stamps, and 2 very large notebooks. I've removed the plastic off everything, and I must say there is a huge amount of stuff in this subscription box. I am completely blown away with how much there is. So the theme of the box is the Journey box, and there are 2 sticker packs in the box. Each sticker pack has 2 sheets. The stickers are the same on each sheet. The sheets are quite thin stickers, which is great for putting in a journal. These are decorative stickers here. We've got hot air balloons and clouds, florals, etc. And I just noticed from peeling this up that this is like a stamp edging. So lots of lovely stickers there, and a gold foil on the stickers. There's a second sticker pack which also has 2 sheets, and this is more day headers, date dots for the month, little flags, a grid and so on. So more functional stickers there, but still super pretty. The background on these date headers, I love it. There's a very large set of acrylic stamps with 34 clear stamps on them. This is a huge set of stamps. So we've got days of the week in 2 different fonts. We've got this font here and then a more script font here. We've got different grids for months and monthly trackers and so on. Some numbers, a weekly tracker, and then some really nice decorative, some of the leaves and various celestial sort of icons, hot air balloon, etc. So a really awesome stamp set. And what's really good is with the stamp set you also get some ink to get you started and stamping blocks to pop the clear stamps onto. The blocks come with this paper backing on them. On one side it just peels off really easily in one foul sweep. But on the second side it looks like the acrylic block has been etched with the grid pattern after the paper backing was put on it. So each of the little grids is actually a separate little thing that needs peeled off. So I've just quickly peeled this one off just using my nail, just so that we can use this block for stamping, and I'll do some stamping at the end of this video. And that's the acrylic block that you pop the stamps onto to use. It might be worth seeing if you can maybe soak it in water and soak that paper backing off, unless you like the meditative approach of peeling each of the little squares off, maybe when you're watching Netflix or something. But I really do like that not only do we get the stamps, we also get the blocks and the ink to use with them. It does note here that there are 2 ink pads, a gold and a black. I have just looked at each of these and each of these is just black. So that's just a little error with my box, but if you have a subscription box still on the way, hopefully you'll have a gorgeous gold ink. At the end of this video I have a very quick tutorial showing how to use the acrylic blocks and the clear stamps and the black ink that comes in this sub box. These are just to quickly show you the results. This is stamping with the black ink and then colouring around it with an acrylograph marker. This one here is using the acrylograph marker and then stamping on top of it. This did take quite some time to dry. I've also just used some of the other stamps that come in the kit here, and these two I've coloured in with acrylographs. And this one here you can just see is just the plain stamping. So hopefully that gives you a little glimpse of what you could do with the stamps. Then there's a set of 0.7mm tip acrylograph pens. We got one of these sets in the first subscription box that had 5 pens in it, and you can see here there are 5 pens again, and there are the different colours of the pens there. These are the colours of the acrylograph markers, and this is them on the page here. And now onto the journals that are part of the subscription box. There are 3 of them. The box itself is stunning. I just love this pattern on it. And there's the gold foil of the ampersand and the stars. Really, really nice. So let's see what's inside here. There is a small error here. It says dot grid notebook. On the back of it, it did say it's a 144 blank page sketchbook, and I do believe that this is what it is. So let's have a look. It's a faux leather cover. The elastic opening, a flip book, and it is indeed blank pages, but that nice 160 GSM weighting, and a lot of them, 144 pages, and the elastic pen loop at the back. You can see there, and there's also a little pocket at the back there. I'm not entirely sure what I'll use this for. It does say sketchbook. Sketchbook sounds like a great idea. If only I could sketch. So this is a new product for Archer and Olive, the blank sketchbook. It might be fun to play around with that. The next 2 journals are the same size. The boxes are the same size, and I know what they are from the back of the box. This is a 112 dot grid page notebook, and it's also the faux leather cover. Love the colour of it. This is the fabric cover notebook that came in the first sub box. I just wanted to compare the colours there for you and for me. So this is a fabric cover, this is a faux leather cover, but very similar colours. So this also is 160 GSM paper. And you can see there the dot grid. It's a very, very faint dot grid, which is nice. And inside the notebook we have the 2 ribbon markers that you expect from Archer and Olive, with one of the markers having the ampersand on it. So they're on gold. And then at the back, the large pocket and the elastic pen loop. So all of the features you expect, but a huge page size. I do believe it's a US letter page size. This here is US letter patterned paper. If I do it from the reverse side, hopefully you can see there, it's just a teeny bit smaller than the US letter size. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to use that for yet. If you have some ideas, please pop them below. There's a lovely gold flying boat on the cover there. It's a nice feel. And then the final journal that is in the box Oh, this colour. This is a fabric cover. The colour is gorgeous and it has this compass on the front, and it's a 112 lined page notebook. It'll have all the features of the other notebook. You can see there the lines. And it has the 2 ribbon markers in here, also with gold. And in the large pocket and the elastic pen loop. And a gorgeous, gorgeous golden compass. Wow! This is a super generous subscription box. It really is. With these super large journals and the spiral sketchbook, the stamps and everything to use these stamps, the acrylograph markers, 2 different sticker packs, so 4 sheets of stickers, and of course, not to forget, the tote bag, which just fits in shot there. So that's incredible. I am loving this journey box. I think it's well worth the money, and I'm really looking forward to playing with everything and seeing what I come up with. What I'm going to do now is just have a quick test of the stamps in one of my Archer and Olive notebooks, just because I want to see how they stamp and how the ink works. So if you're interested to see that, please keep watching. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching. Remember, I have a link below if you'd like to save 10% at Archer and Olive. And thanks so much for watching, and maybe I'll see you in a future video. Bye! Okay, so just with the stamps, I'm just going to take all of the stamping things aside and just grab one of my Archer and Olive notebooks. This is my Archer and Olive A5 journal, so this also has the 160 GSM paper. And I have here the clear stamps. Clear stamps always come with these 2 layers of plastic around them, and you just peel this reverse plastic off to gain access to the stamps. Do keep this though, you want to keep the stamps within these just so you don't get dust etc. on your stamps. It helps to keep them clean. I'm just going to peel one of the stamps off, in this case these leaves, and you can see the stamp has one completely flat surface and then one surface with the actual shape that you want to stamp on it. With the acrylic block, it has a grid pattern to help line stamps up to stamp straight. So it doesn't really matter in the case of this leaf, but it would matter when you're doing a day of the week or something. You definitely want that to look straight, unless you're going for a different look. But anyway, I put the stamp down with the flat side facing up and then push it into approximately the center of the acrylic block. And then I like to stamp on a piece of craft foam. So I normally pop a piece of craft foam under my page. If I'm stamping right near the inside here, I won't bother. But if I'm doing any other stamping, I just like the impression using the craft foam. It's entirely optional though, and as you stamp you'll discover the looks that you like. Okay, now I need to pop the ink on the stamp. So we just want to push it down onto the stamp and give it a good coverage. Like so. And then just put it on the page where you want it and just hold down for maybe about 4 seconds. And there you can see the stamp impression. It looks like it's got a little bit of metallic in the ink actually, but that's the stamp there. And you can pretty much just carry on inking and stamping. In between ink colours, it's a good idea to clean your stamp. I just use a baby wipe and just wipe the stamp and then just let it dry for a short time and then use it in a second ink colour. As the ink dries, the metallic's coming out in it more and more. It's almost like it's been outlined in a metallic pen and then stamped with black in the inside of it. I'm not sure if the camera's catching it there, but that ink is absolutely gorgeous. So just with clear stamps, once you've cleaned your stamp off and it has dried, you pop it back onto the plastic. So you just line up the picture with the stamp and then you put the reverse side of the plastic on, which helps keep all the stamps nice and clean. And then when you want another stamp, you can just look here, see what stamp you want and go for it. So if you have a bigger stamp such as this one here, you'll need the bigger stamping block to hold that stamp. So that was a really quick stamping tutorial there, but hopefully if you purchase a sub box you're not afraid to give the stamps and the ink a go. I just lay the clear stamps across my stamp and I've managed to smudge the ink because I didn't give it enough time to dry. That was a bit silly of me, so make sure you learn from my mistakes. What I'm going to do now is to see if I can recover it using one of the acrylograph markers that came in the set. I've just tried to rescue my smeared ink image because I didn't give it enough time to dry. So I've just coloured around the stamped image with one of the acrylograph markers that came in the sub box. So I'm much happier with that. So please, just with the stamps, also be sure you give that image enough time to dry before you put something on top of it or turn the page. Here I've just coloured in with acrylograph and then put the stamp on top. If you'd like to compare the two, I actually prefer the look of this. I think more metallic comes out with colouring around the stamp, but obviously stamping on top is a much quicker process. And then here I've just got some of the other stamps which I've coloured in with acrylograph markers. I've really enjoyed this unboxing and this quick play with the stamps and the acrylographs, and hopefully you've enjoyed it too, and I'll see you in a future video. Bye!